Hello, everyone. I think I'm broadcasting. It's Beckie Belote. I am a creative memories advisor from Newport News, Virginia. And today I am going to share some holiday cheer, even though I'm not very cheerful. I am going to ask for some prayers again today because the Belote family is having a reckless day or two. So my little dog Hokey. They're both of my little dogs are from the same litter and they're old. Okay, so they're old, but Hokey is not doing well and we're very worried. So if you could say a little prayer for Hokey. Boy, I hate it. I don't how many are pet lovers out there? It's so hard when people don't have pets, they don't understand that they're just such an important part of the family. And boy, I just wish sometimes they could talk and tell us what to do. But anyways, so pray for my little Hokey. And even more importantly, my poor husband Jeff. I know a lot of you that are watching that are probably my clients. You know that my husband is a wreck, a total absolute wreck. He's had lots and lots of surgeries, like over 50, and he's only 62 years old. So he really has been a wreck. But he is amazing, and he was expecting a surgery tomorrow, and on his back because he has degenerative bones and his back has been hurting him just horribly, and he's been wanting the surgery for a long time. But because he had a heart attack in April, they told him it would be a whole year before he could have surgery. So he's been really suffering for quite some time. And his we had this, and I'm sharing this because it's kind of a testimony. I know that God is at work. So despite how horribly frustrated we are, we do know that God is watching us. But he had on October 31st, we thought he was having another heart attack. And we went to the ER and they did all this amazing amount of tests and discovered that, hold on, I'm gonna, um, and they discovered he didn't have a heart attack, but because they were looking for something more serious, they did a whole battery of whole bunch of different tests like they do in the emergency room. And the only thing they said is to follow up with his cardiac doctor and with his gastro doctor. So he immediately went to the cardiac doctor, who said things are good. In fact, if you want to go ahead and have this back surgery, go ahead and have the back surgery. So he's been doing back flips. That's just figure of speech, not really. That would really mess up his back. But anyways, he's been excited about surgery. And you know that if you're excited about surgery, you must really need it, right? So he was going to have his surgery tomorrow. And his gastro appointment was yesterday. And at that gastro appointment, they discovered something that was even more concerning. So the surgery is not going to happen, at least not tomorrow. So we're disappointed in that. But the reason why I know that we are definitely being watched over is that if he had have had that surgery without knowing this other issue, he may not have, come out of it alive. So um, just that's good. Sorry, this is supposed to be holiday cheer. But anyways, I'm only saying this as a testimony and also to ask you to please pray for my husband Jeff, that this new surgery that he's going to have sometime in the new year, that it'll go well and that he can get that back surgery, or maybe this surgery will release a lot of the pain that he's experiencing in his back, because they are saying that the back pain could have been aggravated by this other condition. So anyways, God knows what's good, and we're grateful that this was discovered in time. And so anyways, just wanted to let you know why I don't look good today. And it is a glorious day outside. And after this, I am going to go out and walk because that is so good for us, isn't it? To get that good sunshine. So let's go ahead and get started. One of the things I want to let you know right now, I'm going to turn the frown upside down. We can do this. So one of the things I wanted to point out is right now, if you go to creativememories.com, and if you scroll down a bit, you're looking for a blog So when you go to creativememories.com, there's a little icon for blog. And when you go in there, if you scroll down some, there was a blog not too long ago about our organizers. So it was like an in-depth information about all of our organizational pieces. And if you read through that, which is a plethora of information, if you read through that, about probably 80% down on this blog, you'll see a little yellow shimmery album and a little the phrase is really small. You're gonna have to look for it, girls and boys. It says take the quiz now or something like that. And if you take the quiz, the company will send you a coupon. I believe the coupons are all the same. I think it's for one of these organizer pieces that organize your border maker system for 25% off. So that's a really nice savings. And I also know, let's say today is the 17th. We have 3 more days of the company-wide sale where you can get punches, buy one, get one free. And there's, last time I checked, there was about 50 of them that are buy one, get one free. And then there's a bunch of other products that are 40 to 60% off. So it's a great time to shop with Creative Memories. And you have until the 20th. Okay. I'm not really sure how long this promotion is going on, but that's a really good deal for this piece. It's a very well-made piece. I'll show you a better look at it. Let's see here. Yeah. So it has a place for all of the pieces that come with this. And it has a second layer. So this whole tray comes out and have room for a whole second layer of cartridges. So this is a great piece. So go take that quiz. I understand that even if you don't get all the right answers to the quiz, they will email you a coupon. Okay. So anyways, wanted to let you know about that. Now I'm going to have to move this because this is and totally in my way right now. So give me a second. So what we're going to do today. So, I need to change the screen because talking about gratitude, this is really it's crazy exciting. You all know that I'm always talking about earning the incentive trip. And this year I have earned it again. That's my second trip in my 8 years of being actually almost well, yeah, 10 years. 10 years of this new creative memories. So, anyways, very excited about having earned it. And I feel like you need to know because a lot of you purchased from me or have joined my team this year and have contributed to me being able to earn this trip. I know some of you are probably watching my ideas and buying from your advisor, and you may have helped them with the trip too. And even if you didn't help anybody with the trip, you're helping our company. So thank you for that. And again, I'm just totally grateful. And so this idea was inspired by the Mexico trip that I've earned to Cancun back. It will that. I'll get to go in April. So that's what this was inspired about. I just thought this time of year, well, because when I think about like a trip to tropical places or places that have beachy palm tree, feelings. I always think about that drink. And my friends that know me, I'm always a designated driver, not a big drinker here. But if I'm going to break down and have a drink, it's going to be a pretty one. So today I'm going to show you how to make a strawberry margarita. And you're also going to see some ideas on how to make other fancy drinks, like maybe even a glass of wine or maybe a martini. So anyways, let's take a look. Let me change the screen. Very simple. I think you're going to like this. Okay, so what we're going to do, you can do some great glasses out of your gemstone patterns. Okay, so these are 2 of the 3 pieces that come in the gemstone patterns. This one makes a great cocktail glass, as does this. I know that over the holidays, sometimes people are a little bit more festive than they maybe are other times of the year, and it's nice to have a little fun beverage. And so we're going to make a fun beverage today. So I'll start with this is gray. Platinum shimmer would be a great one, or for your glasses, your cocktail glasses as well. I am going to use the gemstone pattern. Remember when I taught you about not too long ago, I talked about our patterns in the blades, and I said that usually when I'm making something for a photo, I'm cutting on the outside, but when I'm doing decorations, I often cut on the inside. So you're going to see that at work today. So we are going to start by making our glass. And then I'm going to make the liquid in the glass. So for the glass itself, I want that to be the biggest part. So on the inside of a pattern, your biggest would be the red blade, opposite on the outside. Okay. So I'm going to make a big wine glass or a cocktail glass here. This time it's going to look, we're going to make this trick us into thinking we have margaritas. All right. So I know you're thinking that's not, doesn't look like anything yet, and it doesn't. All right, so now I'm going to change colors. I am making a strawberry margarita. I think I'm gonna make the beverage this color. All right, so I don't want this to be the same size as the glass. I want it to be a little less. So I'm going to change blades. The blue would make it quite a bit difference in size. I just want it a little different in size. So I'm going to use the green blade now in the same pattern, same grooves and everything. Make sure you're in the grooves. If you're not in the grooves with our system, you will hear some tearing. It will fight you. And it's because one track might be in and one track might be out. The other day I was showing my customers and I had both tracks out. I don't know what I was doing. All right. So now I'm going to grab my trimmer. Any trimmer will do on this. What I want to do is I want to cut this down. Oops. I want to cut this pink one down so that it looks so it's just a part, it's going to be just part of the beverage. And I don't know, there's no really rule of thumb. I'm going to go a little bit more than half though. I'm going to make sure it looks pretty square or else it'll look tilty in my glass. All right. All right, and then we're going to throw some adhesive on that. I can tell that looks tilty already. That is, I will tell you right now, that is that what I found is that's a little tricky to get it nice and straight. And if I cut on that line, we're going to get it tilty again. I don't want tilty. Let me see if I can figure it out. It might even be smart because this is the second time I've done this wrong. So that means it's probably not as easy. So let me see if I can help figure out a better way. This looks like one that was tilty. You see how it's not straight there? What I'm going to do, I'm putting that back in. And I think what I'm going to do, what am I going to do? Because that was clearly very tilty. I don't want to use that as a pattern. I was thinking I would not do that wrong again. How can we make it easy? I think, I think it probably would have been smart. I'm going to go ahead and cut another one. Um, and see if we can't put a line on it or something to start with so that that won't happen. Let's see if that will help us. So I'm back to the green blade. I'm going to do another one. I'm glad that happened second time. I don't want you to think that you did something wrong. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this in half because that's going to give me a middle. All right. And it'll also give me a line to mark it up with. All right. So you'll see how this is going to help now. I feel better. And I'm glad that happened because I don't want that to happen to you. All right. So there's my middle line there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stay parallel to that line and I'm just going to go a little bit more out. All right, that this is going to be a lot better. I feel good about this. So I can actually see that it's parallel to the cup. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on top of my glass. All right, and you can see how now how that's nice. And then I'm going to then cut a little bit more off. We can on this new trimmer, let me see if you can see. They've got they've got some you can see this line right here. So that is your line that you want to match up to. I'm matching my pink. Let me see if I can get under here. I think I'm doing things the hard way today. Sorry about that. So what I'm doing is I'm lining that pink edge up to this little ledge here. There's a piece of plastic, and that way it's going to give me a nice cut where I have a nice lip there on my glass. Do you like that? All right. And then what we're going to do is use this for all the other pieces that we're going to need. Okay. So what I am going to do, I'm going to cut a stem by just cutting a little bit off, just a little, I mean, just a tiny bit off. So that can be the stem to my glass. Let me build it on color. So here's the stem. All right. And then I'm gonna go over and in case you want a straw, cut a little other piece. I don't know if I'm going to use a straw on this or not, but I'm going to cut it just in case. And then I'm going to go down quite a bit and cut off a chunk and then cut off another chunk. What I'm doing now is I'm getting some waste pieces, and that piece I'm going to use as my base. All right, so there you have your little glass. All right, and you can make it shorter or longer or whatever. Let's go ahead and stick them down. A little tilty. Come here, Mr. Glass. You can let as little or, you can make your stem as long or as short as you want. All right. Is that cute? All right. And now let's embellish it because imagine yourself at the swimming pool at your favorite resort. And I want to put a strawberry on this one for an embellishment. So I couldn't really find, I know if you have some of our old heart punches, you can make strawberries very nice out of a heart. If you don't, lemon is really good for this too. So I'm going to cut a strawberry with this lemon, and I don't need all of this part, do I? I just need part of it. So I'm just going to kind of run it about that far in and see what I get. Yep, that's good. All right. And then what I want is a piece of green, and I like to use the oak tree punch. Oak tree is really great for family trees and stuff like that. It's great for broccoli. It's a really cool little fun punch to have. And by the way, this one and the lemon is buy one, get one free. So if you don't have these, this is a good time to snatch those up. All right. And I say that I'm pretty confident about that. All right. So I'm gonna take a black pen. Let me see if I can put my fingers on a black pen real fast. Here we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some little dots on my berry. I'm using the firecracker shimmer on this to give this berry some glistening. You could also take your shimmer pen and run over it to make it kind of glisten like a berry would if you were sitting out in the tropics. I hope that I'm getting you in a very sunshiny mood after my tearful introduction. I'm really sorry about that. I promised myself I was going to remain in control. But you know what? Sometimes a girl just has to let it out. And I think that I needed that today. So I'm going to put my little strawberry top there. Also going to, I'm going to cut the berry a little bit, kind of like this, just a little slither. And then we can put that berry right on the edge of our glass here. Like that's like a garnish would be. All right. What do you think about that? Is that the cutest stinking thing you've ever seen? All right. And I made a couple more just so that you can get some more vision for this. If that's not going to get you in a good mood, girls, I just don't know what is. I mean, a strawberry margarita, for goodness sakes. In fact, I'm going to move them to the other side with the rest of my glasses in just a second. I didn't want you to see the other ones yet. Take this off. All right. Come on. Where's my multi-purpose tool, for goodness sakes? I have got that one stuck down. Do y'all have this guy? This is great for helping getting things up without tearing it. All right, that's multi-purpose if you don't have that. But here we go. So here's my wine. And I'm sure that's probably not a wine glass. You probably could do better for your wine. I'm not a wine drinker, and so I didn't really think that through. But I think your wine glasses you could do with the same strategy that I just taught, but use your ovals, depending on how big your wine glass is going to be. If you use this one, though, talk about holidays cheer. Flip that bad boy on upside down. And just what if we grabbed this pattern and maybe a little bit of white. Well, I have a piece of white hanging around. Let me see if I have a scrap. Yep. And we're going to cut probably with after the green blade. So we're not making a cheers this time, but we are making a little Santa hat. Is that cute? So the same strategy that we just learned can be a nice hat. Um, Also, I used this is a martini, and I you'll know it's a martini, which I don't like at all. Who likes a martini? I think they're so horrible. And olives, oh my gosh, that is so repulsive to me. But I know some of you girls really like those olives, but not me. So what I did to make this one, it's my smallest oval. And I cut this one, I think also with the green blade. I cut it with the green blade. And then what I did, let me go ahead and just cut that for you. What I did for that pimento through the middle is I just kind of knocked a little bit off of this, kind of flattens the end. Yeah, that's what I did. I kind of just flattened the edge just a little bit before putting a little slither of red behind it. I just cut a little slither of red and put it behind it. And then remember how I said if you want a straw, this one I took a little bit and kind of made it as a straw, kind of like to poke the olive into the glass. So I hope that's helpful. Um, and you saw the wine glass, which is not really wine, but it's the same technique. All right. And then I told you you could also make clear glasses with this one. And I'm not going to demo that one, but I do have a finished page with it. That was what inspired me to show this to you today. We can do so much with our tools. If there's ever something that you want to make, you should look at your tools and you can probably get some inspiration from them. But this I made with sun soaked. And this hopefully will be great for our trip. So this shows another type of glass. I made that a solid cover glass, but you can see a straw. Some punches that I used here. This was this was the citrus. Talked about being able to do that last week, but I didn't show you. You can seriously, you just cut one punch with it instead of doing a whole border and then kind of cut it out. So I'm gonna go like this and not worry about one of them. I'm just getting one lime off of this. So I just want it to look uniform. So you can do lemons and limes with this. All right. And then again, like I did the strawberry, I cut a little slit in it, and then you can put that on your glass. So I'm not going to do that because I already have one, but I did a lemon, but you could do a lime just as well. All right. And by the way, the citrus border maker cartridge is buy one, get one free. This is the umbrella. Now, when you use the umbrella punch, let me see if I can put my hands on that one. Umbrella is also buy one, get one free. Oh, where might he be? I also use, while you're looking, oh, here it is. This is the embossed flower, which is another good one. It is not buy one, get one free. So that one is one that you may want to get, but it's going to be full price today. But you can see I use the exact same technique. This I cut the glass. This one was not hard to line up like the other one was. And then I just snipped some off of it. And then the snipped off piece, I cut a little bit off the bottom and flipped it upside down for the base of this glass. And then again, there was another strip that I used for this. So you can get all your pieces from the part that you don't use here. All right, but what I wanted to show you about the umbrella, if you can find a piece of paper where you like the front and the back, I was working in the sun-soaked collection, which by the way is new. You might want to snap some of that off because it is selling like a wildfire. And remember how I was sad because the tone on tone set had sold out? It is absolutely back. So you are able to get that today at least. Let me see if I can find a good scrap to show you what I'm talking about here. Um, how about I feel a little disheveled today, girls and boys. Sorry about that. You're laughing. You're like, Becky, you're always disheveled. And I am. I am. I always have something, right? Okay, so that's not going to give me what I want. All right, we're going to use this. This will work. All right, so a piece of paper that you like the front and the back, and when you do your umbrella, um, it's going to hang out on the paper, so don't throw it away. So there's my umbrella part, and then your pieces that pop out, put them back in where the other color shows up, and then you get the two-toned look. I just dropped it. You might want to use your lifter stick on this and a little bit of precision point, or actually these pieces are big enough that you could definitely use just your regular repo if you want to. But depending on your dexterity, a lifter stick may help with this. I don't think that those are on sale, but I have to mention it. So isn't that cute? So that makes cute little beach umbrellas. It makes great for your baby showers, your wedding showers. Looks really cute in a cup of in a little cocktail. So, anyways, those are the types of drinks I really like. It doesn't even have to have anything in it but the sweet stuff. I love sitting by the pool and drinking something like that. So, guys and girls, I want to thank you for being a part in that achievement because I couldn't have done it without you. So thank you so much for watching. If you don't have an advisor, I would love for you to shop with me. I would really appreciate that. My website is www.creativememories.com. The backslash, the word user, USER, and then another backslash, and then my name, which is Beckie. And my last name is Belote, Belote. So Beckie Belote. All right. Thanks for watching and thanks for letting me go on and on today. I appreciate you. This is a great way to get the word out. I know that when more than two gather and say prayers, I do know it's powerful. And you all have come through for me before. So thank you for that. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next week.